Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Yurigan with Brevard. We're at Habitat this afternoon and thought we'd give you a little update. Want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. And weather's been pretty good. We've had a couple cool days recently, but looks like we're on another warming trend for, the next couple of weeks, which will be great. Everything was nice and green and everything, and we had on Monday the 1st, we had 35-degree temperatures here at Habitat, and we had some frost. So things are going to brown out just a little bit, and hopefully the weather will, in the next couple of weeks will pop up and we'll get some more growth back in and green things up a little bit. But otherwise, it looks still pretty good out there. Again, thanks to Jamie and Dan at both golf courses for all the hard work they're doing with the maintenance staff. Greens have been rolling great at both courses, so I'm getting a lot of compliments on that. And just wanted to just really know that we're going to continue to keep pushing the envelope, and we bought some new reels and for some of the mowers, and we're going to try to lower the height a little bit more as we go through the winter. Obviously, we'll be careful when we get into the colder days where we might just roll in the morning so we don't get them too fast. Obviously, we don't want you guys putting and ladies putting it off the green. So with that said, a couple of updates. We do have some policy changes that I sent out in some emails, and also the last video I did. We're trying to be safe and concerned about the new golf carts, and we've taken the carts out of the parking lot first things in the morning. But when you come off the golf course in the afternoon, you can go to the car. The reason that we're doing that, obviously our liability has gone way up over the last several years with the exposure that we have with the rounds of golf, and the more rounds of golf we have, the more exposure, the more insurance companies want to charge you more. And we just went through a couple of audits, and we had to pay a little bit more of a premium just because we've been busy and successful, and that's all because of all of you. So the reason that we're not letting the carts go out in the parking lot in the morning is obvious. When you're all coming in, and if a group of you coming in and there's 10 or 15 cars in the parking lot, and all of a sudden you got 10 or 12, 14 people driving cars throughout the parking lot, that's not a good combination, and we just want to be safe. And we've been very lenient over that for the last 7 years, and now that we're getting busier and there's more activity, we want to make sure that you're safe, my staff is safe, and everybody in between. We have maintenance of vehicles going through the golf parking lots on both courses, and the issue we have at Habitat where we're today is when you come around the buildings, if you're not being attentive when you're driving the cart around, people are walking in with their bags and everything. So we just want to be extremely careful that we don't end up with some kind of crazy, somebody getting hurt or anything like that. As at Spencer Holland, as you know, if you play there at all, you come off the second green and you're driving over to number 3 and you're going through the parking lot. So, and when you get the parking lots full, it's very difficult to see around the cars. So we're just trying to be very proactive, and that's the new policy. And I can't say that we're going to change that anything moving forward. But if you think about it, when you're coming off the golf course, there's only 2 carts going to the parking lot. So the morning time is the biggest issue. Afternoon, guys are coming in, and the ladies are coming in, there's only 2 carts in the parking lot. And after 12 o'clock or so, 1 o'clock, it slows down a little bit so we can be a little bit safer. So those are the reasons why, the liabilities, the insurance, all the things that go along with that. Safety is obviously my first priority for all of you and my staff. So I want you to bear with us. If you have any needs, whether it's handicap flag or whatever you need, when you come to the bag drop, ask the staff. The staff will drive out in the cart with you, help you get your stuff. But that whole process is based on a lot of other reasons, and I don't want to spend another 10 minutes going over the reasons why. That there are some other legalities and everything that go along with it. One of the other big things is alcohol and tobacco. We have our alcohol and tobacco license at both golf courses. We have to adhere to those policies. The liability is on the golf course when you're out on the golf course with alcohol. Also, if you're bringing in and you're going out on the golf course, obviously you can't do that. That's just the legalities of all. So we're just trying to be proactive to make sure you're safe and that we're managing the golf courses properly, and that, you know, if you're bringing in food or drinks or anything like that onto the property, now what's happening if you might not go in and buy a drink inside in the bar, the girls are not getting compensated, whoever's working the bars. So it's a big circle, and I could get into a lot of other things, and I don't want to do that today, but we just really need your cooperation with all of that. The schedule for the Spencer Holland is still on track. We're getting ready to order the pump station and get the drainage and everything. We'll be working on some constructional things over there that we need to do in the cart barn. So we've got a big major plan coming up, and obviously every dollar that we can put into the bank goes right back into the golf courses. And you all have been fantastic with that. We had another record month in December. We had our most rounds in December we've ever had since we started in 2018 in September. So again, it's a testament to all of you for supporting the golf courses and the conditions and the staff and what they're doing. So again, you know, I don't want to get on a soapbox here and be the downer here, but we're looking forward. We're looking for all the positive things that we can move forward with. And again, thank you for your support. As we get closer into some of the other areas in the next couple of months, we'll keep you updated on what's going on. I want to again thank and welcome Mike Johnson, who's our new head professional. He's hit the ground running. He's working on a lot of projects for me. Takes me away from some of those things in-house that I can do and get involved with things more on the golf course and the everyday, you know, the stuff that has to go on and be approved as we go forward. So, and again, our teaching program with Steve, Jeff, has done a great job, and Steve will be back actually Wednesday morning. He just got to see his little baby granddaughter, so that was great. She was born a couple weeks ago. So we're just, you know, we're kind of moving forward, and we're just excited about the future and the opportunities that we have both here at Habitat and Spencer Holland. And really, there's nothing on the drawing board except for just basic maintenance. Again, please try to keep your carts away from the tees and greens. It's very, very important, even if you have the handicap flag. Please do not drive in between the bunkers and the green. That's where our sprinkler heads are. We've talked about it before. Those heads individually are $1,200 to replace. So every time we take an opportunity, maybe you park on it by accident or you drive over it, or even the ones in the fairways, we got to try to be careful. And you'll see Peter out and some of the guys are out edging around the sprinkler heads. Just try to avoid those things, and you know, just basically keep an eye on what you're doing out there with the carts. They're very important, and we talked about it before. The carts are very expensive. We've got the new ones, and we've had nothing but rave reviews on the carts. So all of those things, you know, I'm sure if you watched any of these in the past, I could go on and on about all this stuff, but just try to help us out in any way you possibly can. Again, thank you for all your support. And I brought my Callaway wedge out. I don't think I'll hit any today, but we do have the new fitting cart from Callaway coming. We just ordered some new Mizuno product. Mizuno product will be coming in. We'll have their fitting cart. It's not quite as elaborate as the Callaway. We'll have demo day scheduled. We're working on having somebody in the area that's a good fitter to come over and help Mike and Steve and Jeff as we go forward with the club fitting. And again, all those things that we do inside are all amenities, and we're not trying to take your wallet away from you, but please come by, check out the new clubs, the fitting. They're all going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So we look forward to it. The PGA show is coming up. I think January 20th is the demo day in Orlando, and then they'll be there. All the manufacturers will be there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of that week. So a lot of things going on in January, and then again, we'll hope to see you soon and keep this nice weather around for the next 4 or 5 months, and everything will be good. Again, thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.